Morning, afternoon, evening, depends where you are when you watch this video and what time of the day it is. Thought I'd do a bit of an update, bit of a general rant, not really that much CB related, about my recovery. Probably be the boringest video you've ever seen, so there's not much CB conversation in this one. Just a general quick update to anybody who's interested. Life changes, that's what it is. It's been a bad year for me in some respects. 2017 has. I had my heart attacks, been out of hospital 3 weeks ago, 2 heart attacks on consecutive nights. Went to the hospital, blah blah, had a stent fitted in my wrist, went all the way up my arm to my heart. I had a blocked rear heart valve, so I've got to take 6 tablets a day for the rest of my life to thin my blood, blah blah blah, etc etc. So yeah, you have to make a lot of changes. I've just been away for 4 days to Costa del Inglemells near Skegness. Had a fairly good time, the weather was fantastic, good journey there, good journey back. Couldn't drink anything. I'm not a big drinker. I was a big smoker, very big smoker, but went to the pub with my wife, a bit of a miserable git I was. I tried this sang whatever it was, some non-alcoholic drink. It tasted like vinegar. Normally when I'm away I used to have 2 or 3, 4 pints, maybe 5 at a push, and then when I got back to the caravan I'd take the dog for a walk around the entire caravan park. I've even been known to get lost in the past a couple of years ago. I lost for an hour and a half trying to find a caravan. I think I must have had 8 or 9 pints that night. I was pretty, bladdered, we'll call it bladdered. But yeah, it's not good. I don't drink very often, special occasions if we go out for a meal. But I was told, give it a year or so, wait till my body's accepted my stent they've fitted, then have a little drink now and again, don't go stupid. So that's that one out the window. That hurt a little bit. I wish I'd have had the strength and willpower and everything else to jack in the fags years ago, because that's always been my downfall, is the cigarettes. Now I'm on the vape things. I did have these before my heart attack. I did have the idea of packing in smoking and trying to make the change over to these things. This is one of me. They call it a mod. For any CB related people who don't know about these, where the batteries go, for some reason, instead of calling it a battery pack, they call it a mod. MOD. Does it stand for something? I don't know, somebody clever out there will know. This is my mod. It takes 2 batteries. I bought one while I was away. Well, it takes 3 batteries, so that lasts all day. This gives relevant information on the cells in the batteries, the impedance of your coil, how many ohms it is, and what wattage you, because certain coils have to burn, well they're not burning, are they? Vaporise, atomise, whatever they do, at certain wattages. If you go above that or below that, it won't work, or it'll burn your coil out. Coils are £3 to replace. There is people who make their own coils, but it's very tedious. It looks tedious. I've seen the video, so yes, I'm happy doing this. I think it cost me about £8 a week. £8 a week in the juice. I have this stuff called Boulevard made by Wicks, but I'm going to try 7-Up. That was quite tasty. Up. So yes, no worries about ever going on the fags. That's not going to happen again in my lifetime. However long I live, I won't be back on the fags. That's a definite. Can't give up tea. Tea I'll never be able to give up. If it says, oh, carry on at this rate, sir, 10 cups a day, you'll be dead in 5 years. In that case, I'll be dead in 5 years, because I can't give up my cups of tea. I have the occasional coffee. Anyhow, that word, anyhow, the one what's a pain. You're going to get seasick now, because I've got to show you a couple of things here. So I hope you've had your seasickness tablets, because my camera is mounted on a shelf on a bracket, so there's no wobble. So I'm going to have to take it off. I'll try and hold it as steady as I can. Let's turn the radio on. Oh, the radio is on. No, it's not. It is, but not the one I wanted to show you. Well, that's that. Switcher box. Yeah, there's the racket. Turn the squelch up. Right. This radio I bought off Knights recently, cost me about 80 quid. I think the price is still on there. £79.50, then I paid delivery and all that. I'm very happy with the radio on FM. It's rubbish on sideband. It's when you flick to sideband, it's like the people are in the distance, and somehow if you turn the RF gain back a bit, somehow it makes it better. That doesn't make any sense. Not impressed with that at all on sideband. Now whether it's had screwdriver merchants in it in the past, I don't know. It's a second-hand radio. This is a problem, isn't it? But it seems, and the front end on it gets overloaded very easy, which no other radio has. Adrian, my closest breaker to me, Adrian, friend of mine on here, Tango Mike 2121. If he's on, he wipes me out on this radio. Channel rejection is rubbish. The front end gets overloaded. But I suppose for 80 quid it's alright. I'm going to get this one repaired at some point. That one there. I've been in touch with your good man at the shack in Cornwall. Told him what the faults were. Unless somebody's right next to you, you don't get a signal off them. You get an end scale. If I key up a radio in here, it will end scale. Transmitting next to no power at all. It was doing 10 when I bought it off Adrian on FM, but I thought it had been turned down to that for the use of an amplifier or something, and 50 on sideband, but it's gradually gone down, the receive has, and the transmit. So I did contact, I think it's James, at the shack, and he said, funny enough, I've got one here with the same symptoms. He never got back to me to say what the fault was, but yeah, he had one with the same symptoms. Good little radios, but they get very, very hot. You need a fan at the back end. That's that one sorted. Got my old Murphy own bass there, brilliant. That is on FM, very sensitive. I recently bought this switch mode power supply, 30 amps. Got it off Adrian for a good price. Flick the switch, it will tell you how many amps you're pulling. Flick the switch, it will tell you by the top how many watts you're using, how many volts, sorry, not watts, volts. Cigarette lighter socket at the front. Little 3 amp spring loaded there for a frequency counter or an accessory. Yeah, right, moving on. That's that. So I'll keep you updated when I get my radio fixed. I haven't got the money. I haven't been to work now for 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. I was about to start a new job. 4 hours before that I had my heart attack. Hey, such is life. Life is like a box of chocolates. Yeah, it is. You don't know what you're going to get, do you? Now my latest change of life, which is quite a big one for me, but I think I will accept it. It's not going to depress me, upset me or anything else, because of my lack of funds and my wife having to pay all the bills out of her wages. I've tried to claim this ESA, I think it's called. I got 2 letters from that department, one saying that I was eligible for it and they'd pay me from a certain date, and then in the same post from the postman, another letter from the same department saying I wasn't eligible. Not that any of that makes any sense, so I've not had any sick pay or nothing. This is not a moan video, by the way, but I'm explaining this to come on to the next thing I'm going to show you. Little dog is just coming here. Hello, little dog. Yes? There you go, you lie on your little bed there. There you go. Right, yes, I've explained that for the reason I'm coming on to next. I've had motorbikes for the last 20 years. Most of my life I've had motorbikes, but I've had big motorbikes for the last 15 or so years. Kawasaki ZX10, 4-fire blades, super blackbirds. I've been to the Isle of Man. I've done 186 on the mountain, on the TT, part of the TT circuit, for 9 or 11 miles on the TT circuit with the wife on the back. My claim to fame, I've done 148 mile an hour wheelie with my son on the back on one of my fire blades. Yeah, I've done a few tricks over the years. I've had various bikes that I won't list because I'll be here for another 10 minutes. So yeah, This one here I've got because I haven't got very good self-control and I tended to speed too much on my ZX10 before this, and believe this or not, on the speedometer it showed 107 miles an hour in first gear when you hit the rev limiter on a wheelie. So my self-control was very poor, so that's why I traded that bike in for this one. And this one's got no fairings, so you get blasted by the wind. At 120 it's very difficult to go any faster than that. The bike does go faster, but it's very difficult to hold on to the thing because you don't get much protection from the wind. So I sat and thought about it. I thought, it's a toy what's sat there, taxed, MOT'd, insured, not being used. The furthest journey I do, I go to my mate's motorbike shop 1.7 miles away. It's a heavy old lump, it's over 200 kilos. You know, to manhandle, it is a heavy lump. I go to my mate's motorbike shop regular, 1.7 miles away, and then I go to my daughter's, who's 4 miles away. So it just seems a bit of overkill. I don't go out with the lads anymore, we've disbanded. The pack I used to ride with, they're all doing different things and different hobbies. So I'm always on my Jack Jones now, and it's pretty boring. And I don't go far, so it seems very big overkill to have such a bike for, you know, such short journeys that I can do on a push bike when I'm better. So this one's going. Unfortunately this one's going. If I get better times in my life, things pick up, start earning the money again and all that, then I'll probably buy another one in the future. So I bought this with the help of my daughter. She lent me the money to buy this. It needs a bit of a clean. Let me stand backwards so you can see. It's a Rev and Go scooter. I probably would have been better buying a 125, what goes faster. This one does. On the way home I bought it from 19 miles away. It did do 47 miles an hour at one point, but it went up to 40 no problem, and after that the last 7 miles an hour was you know, like setting the land speed record. But yeah, this is my latest weapon. Some people don't like them, they hate them because they're cheap. It's a 16 plate, 500 quid I paid for it. 16 plate, 4,000 miles on the clock. Lex Moto 50cc scooter, FMR. I can't show it you very well in this man cave because I can't manoeuvre around. But it's in very good condition. At the end of the day, it's a year old. Some young lad bought it, went to work or did whatever he did on it, and then passed his car test. So yeah, the plan of action is sell the big Triumph, get rid of that, try and save some money, you know, because the wife unfortunately is paying all the bills at the moment, and then get on this beast. There's going to be a big difference in power here, I'll tell you, because my Triumph, that does about 66 in first gear. This thing here does probably 40 flat out, and that takes a while to get to. However, it does do about 100 to the gallon. £17 a year for road tax. Parts are allegedly cheap. How reliable it's going to be I don't know, but I'm not bothered. I'm really not bothered, but I will use it. I'll go out on it. I ain't care if it's raining or anything. I won't bother that much with cleaning it. I'll try and keep it in good running order, but nothing to worry about, is it? Something what costs you 500 quid, and that one there was 7 grand second hand, this one. So you try and keep this in tip-top condition and don't scratch it and look after it and don't ride it in the rain, and you know what I'm saying. Anyhow, that was a quick update. I hope it was of interest to somebody. I hope nobody watched it, you know, was getting tortured thinking it was a CB related video, because obviously it wasn't. Any comments, remarks, I don't mind whether they're good or bad. I don't care. Everybody has a difference of opinion in this world, and they're not all the same as me. So you take care everybody. Look after yourselves, and we will speak soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. 73s.